Hi, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to everyone. This is lesson number 5 for class 6. So, in the last class, we are discussing the topic the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, behavior towards the animal. So, we are going to continue our topic. So, in pre Islamic times, pagan superstitions and polytheistic practices. Okay, so pagan superstitions. Pre-Islamic. The word pre-Islamic means before Islam. Pagan superstitions. The religions which are before the Islams are considered in it a pagan. Okay. So what is superstitious in Urdu? These are tohemat. Okay. Or what we can say in Urdu, it's a wahm. So these are the things which people can make. Like there is a most famous superstitious thing that whenever you are crossing a road or you are going towards somewhere and the black cat cross your way, then it is not good. But there is no such thing in Islam. There is no such thing in any book. It is not mentioned anything related to this. It's just a superstition. Okay. Now, in the pre-Islamic times, pagan superstition and polytheistic practices. The word polytheistic means the religion, those religions which believe on more than one god are the polytheistic religions. Okay. Now, so before the pre-Islamic times, in the before Islam times, these religions include the acts of torture and cruelty to animal. Cruelty or cruel. It's in Urdu we can say it's zulm. Okay, so it's allowed to do the torture and be cruel with the animal. Islam condemn this. The word condemn means stop this and put a stop to all such practices. When Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companion migrated to Medina, the word migrated means hijrat. So, migrated to Medina, they noticed that people cut off camel's hump and the fat tails of sheep for food. So, okay, when they are migrating from migrated to Medina, then the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companions noticed that the people are cutting off the camel humps and fat tails of sheep for food. So Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, forbade them. Means forbade means to stop them from doing this and said, whatever is cut off an animal while the animal is still alive is a Karen and is unlawful to eat. So what Prophet Muhammad is saying, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is saying that if someone is cutting off any part of the animal, after cutting that part, if that animal is alive, then that piece of meat is a karen. Okay, the word karen means a decaying meat. Okay, you see so many dead bodies of the animals. So when the animals are dead and they are lying down on the ground and their bodies start decaying, in Urdu we can say sarna. Okay, start decaying, so it's a decaying, it's a karen. So it's that piece of meat is considered as a karen, the decaying meat, and it is unlawful. It is not allowed to eat in Islam. Okay, so now in Islam, the rules pertaining to slaughtering animals are very strict and fixed. Protecting animals from pain and undue suffering is a paramount. The basic rule for the slaughtering rules, the basic golden task or the golden thing on which the slaughtering rules are strict is to protect the animal from the unnecessary suffering and the pain. God has ordained kindness and excellence in everything. If the killing of animal is to be done, do it in the best manner. And when you slaughter, do it in the best manner by first sharpening the knife and putting the animals at ease. So it is very much necessary to sharp the knife before slaughtering the animal. Okay. Now, when you set your dog, okay, if you went to hunting, okay, what is the practice at the hunt? Normally, what people do, people injure the birds or the animals. They don't kill them with the bullets because if they kill them with the bullets, then that animal is not halal to eat. So they injured them. They use the special bullets and injured them. And when the bird is injured by the bullet, the special bullet means that bird is not dead. And when you send your dog to catch that bird which is lying down on the ground after being injured, your dog will bring that bird to you or you reach to the dog. Then if that bird is alive, so you are allowed to slaughter. Because without slaughtering, if the bird is dead, then it is not allowed to eat in Islam. So this thing is mentioned in these lines. When you set your dog for chase, mention the name of the god if he catches the game and you reach it while it is still alive. Cut its throat quickly. so it won't suffer. So this thing will not be loosed. So if you slaughter it, if that bird is injured, slaughter it, you can eat that bird. But if it is dead, then it is not allowed. The only difference between the meat haram and halal is of slaughter. Otherwise, the meat in the worldwide is the same thing. Humankind must strike a balance in their treatment of animals. All living creatures were put on this earth by the God for our benefits. They are not at the same level as human beings, but neither should they be treated cruelly. It is humankind's responsibility to see that they have food, water, and shelter from the elements. So, animals are for the humans, animals are for us, they are for us to give them benefit so we can get the benefit from them. So it's our responsibility to see that every animal is getting the food, water, and the shelter. The word shelter is used for a home. Humans made homes, and the word for animals home is basically a shelter, okay, because that shelter is saving them from the sun and the rain, okay. So it's the human's responsibility. Now, living creatures must not be overburdened, abused, or tortured, and doing so will surely result in God punishment. Okay, so all the living creatures must not be overburdened. Means they should be not burdened more than their efficiency. Okay, abused. The word misused is also called as the abused or tortured. Okay, means you hurt them very much. And doing, the person who overburden or abuse or torture the animal will surely get the God's punishment. A true believer in God demonstrates his or her belief by respecting the entire creation. A person who is a true believer can show his or her belief, his or her uh, religion by respecting the complete entire creation, animals, birds, humans, each and every entire creation. And Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, character and actions are a shining example of respect for all that exists. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, action is the are the shining example of the respect for all the people in this world in every aspect. So this is all about today's lesson. If you have any question, you can ask me in the live class. Hope you understand the lesson. Have a nice day.